the Garden of Eden. The name itself evokes a sense of paradise lost, a whisper of what once was and could be again. It is a story woven into the fabric of human consciousness, transcending time and culture. Passed down through generations, the tale of Adam and Eve in the garden has captivated hearts and minds for millennia. From the ancient scribes who first committed the words to parchment, to the theologians who have debated its meaning for centuries, the story of Eden continues to resonate. It speaks to something deep within us, a longing for a time of innocence and harmony. The Garden of Eden is more than just a story. It is an archetype, a universal symbol of a pristine world untouched by the complexities and sorrows of human existence. It speaks to our innate desire for connection, both with nature and with each other. In the tapestry of human history, few narratives have had such a profound and enduring impact as the story of Eden. It is a story that has shaped our understanding of ourselves, our relationship with the divine, and our place in the natural world. The echoes of Eden can be felt in art, literature, music, and even our daily language. From the paintings of Michelangelo to the poetry of Milton, artists throughout the ages have drawn inspiration from this evocative tale. The Garden of Eden has infiltrated our collective vocabulary. We speak of a paradise lost, a fall from grace, and a forbidden fruit. These phrases, imbued with the weight of the Eden narrative, color our understanding of temptation, sin, and the human condition. The story of Eden continues to provoke questions and spark debate. What does it mean to be human? What is our relationship with the divine? What is the nature of good and evil? These timeless questions, first posed within the framework of the Eden narrative, remain as relevant and challenging as ever. In exploring the story of Eden, we embark on a journey into the depths of human experience. It is a journey that compels us to confront our own capacity for both good and evil, and to grapple with the consequences of our choices. It is a story that, despite its ancient origins, continues to shape our world and our understanding of ourselves. The book of Genesis places the Garden of Eden eastward, a direction imbued with a sense of mystery and the rising sun. This eastward orientation suggests a realm beyond the familiar, a place where light first touches the world. It is a location that beckons the imagination, inviting us to journey towards the unknown, towards the source of life itself. Eden is described as a garden, a place of meticulously ordered beauty. This is not a wild and untamed wilderness, but a space that has been carefully crafted, a testament to divine intention and design. Every detail, from the arrangement of the trees to the flow of the rivers, speaks to a harmonious balance, a reflection of cosmic order. Within this garden, God planted trees pleasant to the sight and good for food. This abundance of fruit-bearing trees speaks to a reality where sustenance is readily available, a world without want or hunger. It is a picture of perfect provision, where all of humanity's needs are met with effortless ease. The very air of Eden seems to vibrate with life, teeming with an unseen energy that permeates every leaf and flower. It is a place where the divine presence is palpable, a sanctuary where humanity can commune with its Creator in the cool of the evening, amidst the rustling leaves and the sweet fragrance of blossoms. From the heart of Eden flowed a river, a source of life-giving water that nourished the garden and sustained its verdant growth. This river, splitting into 4 distinct branches, suggests a network of interconnectedness, a web of life that extended outward from the garden's heart to encompass the world. The names of these rivers, Pishon, Gihon, Hiddekel, Tigris, and Euphrates, resonate with ancient history, grounding the Eden narrative in a tangible geographical context. These rivers, familiar landmarks in the ancient world, served as arteries of civilization, their waters nourishing vast empires and shaping the course of human history. The rivers of Eden are described as flowing with precious metals and stones, gold, bdellium, and onyx. This imagery evokes a sense of opulence and abundance, suggesting a realm where material wealth is as plentiful as the air and water. It speaks to a world untouched by greed or scarcity, where the earth yields its treasures freely. The rivers of Eden are not merely sources of physical sustenance, they are also conduits of spiritual nourishment. They represent the flow of divine grace, the lifeblood of creation that sustains and enlivens all things. They remind us that true abundance is found not in material possessions, but in our connection to the source of all life. The Garden of Eden was not merely a beautiful setting, it was a place of purpose. Adam, formed from the dust of the ground, was placed within this garden to tend and keep it. This suggests a dynamic relationship between humanity and the natural world, one of stewardship and responsibility. Adam was given dominion over the animals, tasked with naming each creature. This act of naming implies a deep understanding and appreciation for the natural world. It was an act of creativity and connection, a recognition of humanity's role as caretaker of creation. The Garden of Eden provided everything Adam needed for sustenance and fulfillment. He was free to eat from any tree in the garden except for one, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. This restriction, a test of obedience and trust, was a necessary boundary in a world of perfect freedom. The Garden of Eden, in its pristine beauty and abundance, served as a crucible for the development of human consciousness. It was a place of learning, growth, and relationship, with God, with creation, and ultimately with one another. It was within this idyllic setting that humanity's journey of self-discovery began. The creation of Adam is a moment of profound intimacy between the divine and the earthly. Formed from the dust of the ground, Adam embodies the essential connection between humanity and nature. He is not placed above or apart from creation, but emerges from its very substance. God breathes into Adam's nostrils the breath of life, a moment that transcends the physical act of creation and speaks to the divine spark that animates all living beings. It is the breath of God that infuses Adam with consciousness, transforming him from inanimate matter into a living soul. Adam's creation is a solitary event, emphasizing his uniqueness as the first human. He is alone in the garden, surrounded by the wonders of creation, yet without a companion who shares his own nature. This solitude, while highlighting Adam's special status, also hints at a future need, a longing for connection that will soon be fulfilled. The image of God breathing life into Adam has resonated throughout history, inspiring countless works of art and literature. It speaks to the mystery of human existence, the awe-inspiring moment when the material and the spiritual converge. It is a reminder that within each of us resides a spark of the divine, a breath of the creative power that brought forth the universe. God, observing Adam in the garden, declares, "It is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helper comparable to him." This statement marks a pivotal moment in the Genesis narrative, recognizing the fundamental human need for companionship. It is within the context of relationship that humanity's full potential can be realized. The creation of Eve is no less wondrous than that of Adam. Formed from Adam's rib, she embodies a profound connection to him, a physical and spiritual kinship that transcends any other relationship. "She is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh," Adam declares, recognizing their shared origin and destiny. Eve's creation as a helper underscores the concept of partnership and equality within the divine plan. She is not subservient to Adam, but created to stand alongside him, to complement and support him in their shared stewardship of creation. Their relationship is one of mutual respect, a reflection of the divine image in which they are both created. The creation of Eve marks the beginning of human community, the foundation upon which families and societies would be built. It speaks to the power of love, the yearning for connection that draws individuals together to form lasting bonds. In the embrace of another, we discover a reflection of ourselves, a completion of our being that transcends the limitations of solitude. Before Eve's arrival, Adam is tasked with naming the animals, an act that demonstrates his dominion over creation and his capacity for language and understanding. As he observes each creature, discerning its unique characteristics, He participates in the creative process, shaping the world through the power of words. The act of naming is more than just assigning labels. It is an act of defining and ordering the world. By giving names to the animals, Adam establishes a hierarchy of being, recognizing the diversity and interconnectedness of all living things. This act of naming reflects the human capacity for reason and categorization, for making sense of the world around us. The animals are brought before Adam, suggesting a parade of creatures, each displaying its unique beauty and behavior. This procession highlights the wonder and diversity of the natural world, a source of endless fascination and delight for humanity. It is a reminder to approach the world with a sense of childlike curiosity, marveling at the intricate tapestry of life. Through the act of naming, Adam assumes the role of a priest-king, mediating between the divine and the created order. He is given the responsibility of caring for creation, ensuring its well-being, and appreciating its inherent goodness. This ancient story reminds us that we are not separate from nature, but intimately connected to it, entrusted with its care and preservation. The tree of knowledge of good and evil stands as one of the most compelling symbols in the Genesis narrative. It is not merely a tree, but a representation of the profound choice between obedience and rebellion, knowledge and innocence. Positioned in the heart of Eden, it is both inviting and forbidding, embodying the paradox that lies at the center of human experience. This tree marks the boundary of human freedom within Eden. It symbolizes the moral dimension of human life, the ability to choose that sets humanity apart from other creatures. The fruit of this tree offers knowledge, but at the cost of innocence. It is a symbol of the complexities and burdens that come with awareness, the double-edged sword of understanding, both good and evil. The choice represented by the tree of knowledge is fundamental to the human condition. It is about more than disobedience. It is about the challenge of living with the knowledge of one's own autonomy and moral responsibility. The tree challenges Adam and Eve, and by extension all of humanity, to navigate the waters of moral judgment, a task fraught with difficulty and danger. Each fruit hanging from its branches is a testament to the choices we face every day. The decision to eat from this tree is emblematic of every decision that involves discerning right from wrong, each choice a thread in the fabric of a moral life. It stands as a perpetual reminder of the consequences that follow from our actions, shaping our destinies and defining our relationships with others and with the divine. The moment Adam and Eve eat from the tree of knowledge, the world as they know it alters irrevocably. This act of choice initiates a series of consequences that unfold throughout the rest of the biblical texts and human history. It is a dramatic pivot that introduces the concept of sin into the world, but also initiates the human journey towards redemption and understanding. The immediate consequence is a newfound awareness. They recognize their nakedness, indicative of a deeper psychological and spiritual awakening. This awareness brings vulnerability and shame, emotions that had no place in the innocence of Eden. It signifies a loss of simplicity and the beginning of a more complex understanding of existence. This narrative teaches us about the weight of decisions and the ripples they create. The choice to eat from the tree is not just about defiance, it's about the human propensity to seek knowledge and autonomy, even at great cost. This story encapsulates the tension between freedom and the boundaries set for our protection. The expulsion from Eden is not merely punitive, it is transformative. It is a transition from a state of protected innocence to one of exposed vulnerability, a necessary passage that enables growth, learning, and eventual reconciliation. It underscores the idea that every choice carries weight and every action has consequences that stretch far beyond the immediate moment. Section 3. Lessons from Eden. Understanding freedom and responsibility. The story of Eden and the Tree of Knowledge offers profound lessons on the nature of freedom and responsibility. Freedom, as depicted in Genesis, is not absolute. It is framed by divine commandments and moral laws. The freedom to choose is what makes us human, but with that freedom comes the heavy burden of responsibility. Understanding this, we see that true freedom involves recognizing the consequences of our actions, not just for ourselves, but for the world around us. It is about making choices that align with a greater good, choices that reflect wisdom and understanding rather than mere desire or curiosity. This biblical narrative also instructs us on the necessity of limits. The limits set in Eden, represented by the prohibition against eating from one tree among many, teach that freedom requires boundaries to be meaningful. Without such limits, freedom can lead to self-destruction and chaos. Finally, Eden teaches us about the possibility of redemption and learning from our mistakes. The story does not end with the expulsion, but continues as humanity navigates life outside the garden, learning to cultivate virtue amidst hardship. This journey reflects our own, ever striving towards understanding, guided by the lessons of our past, and reaching for a future where freedom and responsibility are held in balance. Section 1. Eden's Echo in the Human Heart. Millennia have passed since the tale of Eden first unfolded, yet its resonance within the human spirit remains undimmed. Like a whisper carried on the wind, the story of a pristine paradise lost continues to echo through the corridors of our collective memory, a poignant reminder of what once was and what might yet be. This enduring fascination with Eden speaks to a yearning deep within us, a longing for a time of harmony and wholeness. It reflects our innate desire to connect with something larger than ourselves, to find meaning and purpose in a world often characterized by fragmentation and uncertainty. The story of Eden touches upon the fundamental questions that have haunted humanity since the dawn of consciousness. Where did we come from? What is our place in the grand scheme of things? Is there a higher power guiding our destinies? These existential inquiries find a timeless resonance in the evocative imagery of the garden, a place where humanity walked in harmony with nature and the divine. The expulsion from Eden, though often interpreted as a punishment for disobedience, can also be seen as a necessary step in the evolution of human consciousness. It is through our experiences in the world beyond the garden, through the trials and triumphs of existence, that we come to understand the true nature of good and evil, of freedom and responsibility. In a world grappling with environmental degradation, social strife and existential angst, the story of Eden takes on a renewed urgency. It serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of paradise, the consequences of our actions, and the interconnectedness of all living things. The search for meaning, for a sense of belonging and purpose, is a defining characteristic of the human experience. The story of Eden offers a powerful archetype for this search, suggesting that true fulfillment lies not in material wealth or worldly power, but in our relationship with the divine, with each other, and with the natural world. The challenges facing humanity in the 21st century, climate change, economic inequality, political polarization, demand a collective awakening, a recognition that we are all part of a larger web of life. The story of Eden, though ancient in origin, offers a timeless message of interconnectedness and responsibility, reminding us that our actions have far-reaching consequences. The Garden of Eden, while geographically lost to us, can serve as a metaphorical destination, a guiding principle for how we choose to live our lives and shape our world. By embracing values of sustainability, compassion and reverence for all life, we can strive to create a world that reflects the harmony and abundance of that primordial paradise. The story of Eden, stripped of its literal interpretations, speaks to the enduring power of myth to illuminate the human condition. It transcends cultural and religious boundaries, offering a universal narrative that continues to resonate with people from all walks of life. In an age dominated by science and technology, the story of Eden reminds us of the importance of imagination, intuition, and spiritual connection. It speaks to the limitations of a purely rationalistic worldview, urging us to embrace the mystery and wonder that lie at the heart of existence. The story of Eden, though often viewed through a religious lens, offers profound insights for secular society as well. Its themes of environmental stewardship, social responsibility, and the search for meaning are as relevant today as they were thousands of years ago. As we navigate the complexities of the 21st century, the story of Eden serves as a beacon of hope, reminding us of the possibility of living in greater harmony with ourselves, with each other, and with the natural world. It is a story that continues to inspire, challenge, and guide us on our collective journey of self-discovery and transformation. The Garden of Eden, a place seemingly lost to the mists of time, continues to exert a powerful pull on the human imagination. It stands as a potent symbol of both our origins and our aspirations, a reminder of a primordial harmony with nature and the divine that we instinctively long to recapture. Though interpretations of the Eden narrative vary widely, its core message transcends religious and cultural boundaries. It speaks to the fundamental human desire for connection, for a world where abundance and beauty reign, and where our place within the grand tapestry of creation is clear. The story of Eden, passed down through generations, serves as a moral compass, reminding us of the consequences of our actions and the importance of living in right relationship with ourselves, with each other, and with the natural world. It highlights the delicate balance between freedom and responsibility, urging us to consider the impact of our choices, both large and small. The expulsion from Eden, though often viewed as a punishment, can also be interpreted as a necessary stage in the evolution of human consciousness. It is through our experiences in the world beyond the garden, through the trials and triumphs of existence, that we develop the capacity for empathy, compassion, and moral reasoning. In an age marked by environmental degradation, social fragmentation, and spiritual unrest, the longing for Eden takes on a renewed urgency. We yearn for a return to a simpler time, a world where harmony and balance prevail. But is such a return possible? Or is Eden destined to remain forever out of reach? While we may never recapture the innocence of that primordial paradise, the story of Eden offers a powerful message of hope. It reminds us that we are capable of creating a better world, a world that reflects the values of sustainability, compassion, and interconnectedness. The Garden of Eden, though geographically lost to us, can serve as a metaphorical guidepost, inspiring us to make choices that promote healing, wholeness, and a sense of shared responsibility for our planet and for one another. It is a reminder that even in the midst of a fallen world, the seeds of paradise still reside within us, waiting to be nurtured and brought to fruition. The story of Eden, though ancient in origin, speaks directly to the challenges of our time. It reminds us that we are not merely individuals, but part of a vast and interconnected web of life. The choices we make, both individually and collectively, will determine whether we continue down a path of separation and destruction, or whether we choose to create a future where humanity and nature once again thrive in harmony.